Like, I need them to know that I tried really
Hello,
hard.
my baby. I feel so bad.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We're thrilled to have you here. As you can see, the show is called Cancel Your Plans.
Yeah.
And you seem to be a pretty busy person, so I was curious about what your relationship to canceling plans is.
A toxic one.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
canceling is oh my God, I could talk about this for a long time. Canceling.
Good.
I don't know. I think it was just a period of time in my life where I felt the people around me cancel was bad. So now if I want to be my true self and want to do something during a day, and I think, let me go back. Here we go. I had too many friends early in my 20s
Sure.
that were selfish and wouldn't let me live my own life. So if I wanted to actually cancel for a reason because I needed to do something else,
Yes.
it was never respected. So that's created a funny relationship I have with canceling where I always think someone's going to be so upset with me. But,
Okay.
But the older I get, everyone's like, yeah, that's fine.
100%. It's called growing
Let's
up.
reschedule.
Yeah.
How would they, was there a specific way that they would like guilt trip you when you cancel on things?
I don't know. It was like, I think I do have a little bit of a flakiness.
So you do cancel.
I don't know.
Or do you say yes to too many things?
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. I
say yes
suffer
to too
from
many
that a
things.
little too.
Yeah. No, my problem is I'll never open my cal while we're talking about plans and just go, that's not going to work. Right? I always go, yes, let's figure it out.
Because you in that moment, you authentically do want to try to figure it out. But in reality, deep down, maybe subconsciously, oh, I'm booked till the new year.
And I'm like, I'll just tell them later.
Yeah.
It's better to just be like, doesn't work.
It's true.
What about Tuesday?
It's true. We've learned now on this pod too that like the maybe of it all is really just kicking yourself because it's kicking yourself and the other person because it's like you then have to backtrack so much. It's like it's better to be like, oh, you know what? That whole week I am so busy with work or it's my birthday week or whatever. I can't.
Yeah.
Or even just like being transparent about the fact that like, I don't know how I'll feel on the day of. It's like a lot for me. And I've that's been it's tough. It depends on the relationship where it's like, if I'm cool enough with someone where I can feel comfortable being like, listen, I got a lot going on this week and come Saturday, I might not want to talk to anybody.
Yes.
Like, sure, that sounds like that's fair.
And if you don't get that, then I don't know if I want to be your friend.
100%.
Yeah.
Then we're just not at the same place.
Yes, exactly.
Like you need people that you can say like, I need to just lay on my side and play a mobile game tonight.
Lay on my side.
Ooh, what's
Lay
your
on my
mobile game of
side.
choice?
Okay, so I am not a mobile gamer, but right now I don't know what's happened to me, Kyle. I am taken by this one mobile game. I don't like games.
You calling them mobile games is killing me.
You're
I don't
playing.
like
You're
games.
playing it on an LG chocolate.
What is the game?
It's called Watermelon Drop. It's just very basic. I think it's like an off-brand Candy Crush. Like I don't know, and for some reason,
What made you download it?
So, my friends on my podcast, they were just talking about that they like the web browser version, and I was like, oh, I don't like games.
You log into a web browser and play it? That's
They
what your
do.
friends do?
Yeah.
With like a mouse.
No. So then, you need a desktop.
Yeah, what's happening?
You need a mouse
in the
pad.
full like entertainment system.
Yes. It needs to be chunky. No, and they said it for some reason, and for some, I don't know. Oh, yes, I'll tell you how I got hooked onto it. I was stuck at the Apple store, and they had my phone, and I was stranded, couldn't leave, and I was just standing there without anything to.
To distract, to
So
disassociate.
then I was like, oh, I know they love that fucking game, and then I just went on this computer because I was just waiting there for my fucking my iPhone, and I like pulled it up, and for some reason, some connect. I don't know what it is, and now every night I gotta play before bed.
Yeah, I also play some mobile games myself.
You do.
During the pandemic, when I had like heightened anxiety, I read a Vice article about how I'm just going to call them mobile games because it kills me. About how mobile games can like help
Mobile games.
with anxiety.
Yeah.
And there was the game called Dots. I think the viewers will know. It like people who know dots know dots. Okay.
Any dot heads out there?
know dots.
People who know dots
But
know
I
dots.
swear to God, it like helped my anxiety so much, and I would play it right before bed, and it would literally be me like purging the day, getting into dots, like getting to like I'm at like level 650.
So I don't know dots, but that's a big level.
Yeah, you can already tell.
That's up there.
But I haven't really played it in the last year because, dare I say, my anxiety hasn't been that bad this last year.
Okay,
which
brag.
is great. Brag.
Biggest brag I've ever heard.
So I like logged into Dots the other day and it was like, you've been it was like mad at
You've
me.
been missing me.
You've been missing me.
It was like spin the wheel, do all these things, and I was like, oh my god.
In my mind, it's a monster who has a bunch of dots that press my dots.
Hey, you miss me.
But I love that you're addicted to your mobile game.
I think what it is in Watermelon Drop, when fruits connect, they get to be bigger fruits.
Totally.
And when the fruits become bigger,
It's actually really deep.
yeah.
Aww.
When we gather, we get to be bigger.
Yeah.
And I think when the fruit becomes bigger, my phone buzzes a bit.
Yes, Dots does that too.
When I connect, Dots does it too.
When I connect those 4 dots, it buzzes.
And I don't know, I think it's a brain thing. Like I go, ooh. Like I love it.
My body's like,
I'm yes. And I'm like, I don't know what it is.
Oh no, this is scary.
I think it's like I don't know, it's like a physiological,
psychologists have worked with these game people to create
oh yeah, they're
an
in the lab.
addiction.
And they're pulling, yeah.
I wonder, like, what research goes into
That stuff.
that stuff. Do they have
Yes.
like a couple freaks like us just with wires
Yes.
set up to us in the middle of
Making $20 a day.
making
And
sure
they're
like,
I would
does
do
this
it.
feel good?
like, do you like it like this?
Do you like it like this?
Now what if I change all the colors? How do you feel?
Oh my god.
Yeah, each level like changes.
Good dots.
The dots are good.
Also, Dots, like when you update it, it changes for the season.
Oh, that's
so
fun.
like for Halloween, like right now, there's like pumpkins floating. Like I'm obsessed with that.
That's really
Cute.
sweet about dots.
Yeah.
I like
I got
seasonal
so
season.
into mobile games during the pandemic that my mom bought me a Switch Lite, which is like a tinier version of the regular
Whoa.
Switch. And I play that a lot. I play like Animal Crossing and shit.
Who Mary turned into when Animal Crossing entered her life was so shocking.
No way.
It was really actually it wasn't that shock. It was the signs had been there for years.
the signs.
The signs have been there for years, but like I wasn't prepared to receive a text message with like a screenshot from the game of Mary being like, I went to a birthday party today. And it's just like her character and 3 other random
I'm done.
Animal Crossing animals around a birthday cake.
Yeah, and it was like happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I was sitting at home last night. A friend called me at like 10 and was like, I had like an impromptu night out. Come out to this bar. And I was like, I was sitting on my couch I was doing laundry. I was on my second whiskey, which has been a thing I've been doing lately, is like
Don Draper.
just kind of like lounging around the house with the whiskey. And I was watching the documentary about Vince McMahon from the WWE.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
What a night.
Yeah.
and I was like, there's nothing that could pull me from
No.
this right now.
No.
What am I going to do? Go out to a bar and like
No.
make friends?
No.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to sit and watch Vince McMahon ruin lives.
Oh, and you were doing laundry. That's
Yeah.
the fucking best with laundry,
Mm.
where you're not even doing shit. It's in the machine, and you feel like you're doing shit.
You feel
Yeah.
like you
Like you're
are
like, I'm
on
getting shit
top
done.
of your life.
Yeah. Then it comes out, and you got to fold and put it all away. But like
Yeah.
when it's in there, I feel like I'm multitasking so much, but I'm not doing
Totally.
anything.
No.
Do you ever block out time like in your week where you're like, I always think of it as, you know how like teachers have like professional development days?
Yeah.
Where they're like, there's no...
Wait,
That's
why
so
don't
funny.
we
I
have
forgot
those?
that would happen.
Where they're like, no one
Yeah.
comes to school, or if it's like before, like the week before the kids come to school, whatever. But like, I always think of them like that, where I'm like, I couldn't possibly have a professional development day, and it's just me doing laundry dishes.
I forgot that they would be like, the teachers are just coming in for a day for the teachers.
Yeah.
And they're
Do you
gonna
think
work on the
that's a lie?
syllabus.
Do you think they were
I
actually?
don't know.
They do it. That's what like
Yeah, and they're like professionally developing.
yeah, they have
They're professionally developing.
they're developing film as well in their dark rooms.
Lots of developing.
Wow.
I have a friend who does a doctor day once a year where she lines all of them up. She does like her like
Wow.
fucking vagina doctor, her eye doctor, her and she just does it all in one.
That's hard to coordinate because it's like so hard to get it all
Yeah.
happening at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That's so.
And you're like poked and prodded a lot.
Yeah, and she was just, and that's like her one day.
that would make me feel like RoboCop.
Like, next up,
Beep, bop, bop, boom.
yeah,
Fun.
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so you said earlier that you have a lot of anxiety when you cancel,
Yeah.
right? Because you feel like, oh, I'm letting someone down. Dare I say, because I know you're a Libra, you just said that.
Yeah.
And I know that you're funny and whatever. Do you feel like maybe you have too many friends who want to hang out with you?
I think maybe, but I think
that was a trap. You're just trying to get her on camera saying so many people want to hang
because
out.
I feel that way sometimes.
I have a lot of people that want to hang. No,
I feel like I've made too many friends over the years.
yeah.
God, I love all of you. So I don't, which camera is mine? I love all of you so much, but I'm like, oh no, I think I've got too many people that I owe something to.
Yeah, I think I feel like maybe you're similar. I don't like when friendships dissolve.
Same.
Or I'm like one of those girls. It's like even if we're naturally growing apart, I'm gonna still make it work.
Yeah. You're gonna still reach
we're
out.
still gonna get drinks, and I'm gonna ask about your life because
Totally.
that to me feels like failure on me.
100%.
But it's just a normal thing about life that you grow apart.
Yeah.
But I do think that's also an early 20s thing where you're like, friends, my amount of friends is like how much I'm loved or something like that. And
100% self-worth, and also like I don't ever want to be someone that like has enemies or has unspoken things with people because it doesn't sit well with me. So I'm like, we either have to be friends or we've never met.
Do your parents have a lot of friends? Like, was that a thing that you saw as like a kid at all? Like that you're sort of like modeling? Because in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, like my parents had like a lot of like older, like longtime friends.
yeah, that might be it. I don't know though. My parents both, now in their age, they don't have like a lot of friends. But I think it's like a schooling thing. Like in school, it was like...
Been socialized.
Interesting point.
And also, we're all theater kids, right? So
Yes.
that's a whole nother can of worms.
Oh,
huge
yeah.
can of worms right there.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? My dad has a lot of friends. My mom does too, but my mom has so much my mom has a huge family, and those are like her best friends, like her sisters and stuff. So it's like I don't think it was my parents. I think you're right. I think school maybe.
Yeah.
And I keep talking about astrology as if like that's so important to me. It's like not really, but like I'm a Gemini in the sense that I surround myself with people because I just love people.
Yeah.
But the older I get, and I feel like you could relate to this too, the more introverted I'm becoming.
Yeah. Well, I'm like classic Libra where I love people. I need people, but I also am so scared of people.
Oh, interesting.
So it's just like...
What scares you about people?
I think it's just like, if we're getting deep, I think it's just...
We do get deep sometimes here.
Okay. I think it's just growing up with like bad friendships and bad, just any type of young, I don't know, any relationship where people try to take control of you or something like that at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
I think the girl world in middle school was so bad for me.
Sure.
That I think it made me be like, I need these friends. But also, if they turn on me, I'm fucked. So I'm so scared. I'm scared of you and
Totally.
I love you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bad...
So do you go to things sometimes, even still now, that you're like, I really don't want to go? The last thing I want to do is drink a martini with X, Y, and Z. But I'm going to go because if I lose this friendship, like, it'll be bad.
See, I think I'm in the phase where I don't know. I still
You think
do
you're
it.
Okay, so you still
But
do
I'm
that.
trying to grow out of it.
There are
That's
moments
good.
still. I feel like it's so goofy to like be an adult and be like afraid of someone almost.
Yeah.
Or just to be like, I am going to go to this thing where there's like, I don't know, maybe like a volatile person there or something.
Yep.
And they could just ruin the night,
Right,
or just
yeah.
like in my mind I'm like, they could, if they so chose to destroy me, they could, but I'm gonna make them like me.
Exactly.
And like that's
Oh
such
my
a
God.
weird
100%.
thing that we pull from.
It's so fucked up.
so
And that's a
strange.
theater kid thing too.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, we all are actors. We live in Los Angeles. We live in a city where like there are creatures out there that are just like hard to be around.
Yeah.
But you still want their approval.
Oh.
And it's sick.
I also
It's
just never wanted to
sick.
miss out. I feel like especially like involved in like theater as a kid, anytime there was, I never wanted to miss out on whatever the experience of what a show was going to be. Even if it was something like I was not excited about, or I was like, so help me God, there's not going to be a single show that goes up in this place that I'm not going to be a part of.
Oh my God.
Like, you're
I
not going
relate
to
to that.
catch me missing that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I am in the
Ever.
pit choir.
Ever.
Okay, I am in the choir in the back.
Yes, exactly.
And I am not going to miss this, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be there all the time and know all the drama. And
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
still crave and miss just the feeling of being in an ensemble. and like the feeling of being backstage.
I crave and miss the feeling of being in an ensemble.
You heard me.
I feel that so deeply.
You can quote me on it.
I did. I had to repeat it.
I want to be backstage whispering about someone. I want to be.
I want to all have a call time together.
A boy that 3 of us have already kissed. I want to have a call time. I want to be mad at the director.
I want to like read the cast list.
I want to read the cast list.
I want to feel those feelings again.
I'm not missing a single rehearsal. I'm not.
No.
I'm there. I'm dropped in. I'm there. I'm never leaving.
I was that girl where they were like, okay, tech week, you're going to be here long hours and you're going to be here all night. And people would be like, oh. And I'd be like, that's awesome. We're here till 7.
What are they called? 10
to 12.
10 to 12.
10 of 12. Yeah.
10 to 12. I got a 10 to 12. Sorry. I can't
Oh my God.
I remember saying that in college, like to my normie friends that like weren't in the theater department. Like, sorry, I've got a 10 out of 12. You wouldn't get it.
I'm so sorry. Do you guys, can I use the restroom?
Yeah,
oh my
go
God.
for it.
Yes.
I can't even focus. This has ruined me.
Angela, I told you. I said, that's a dangerous.
I'm vomiting.
Really?
Oh.
I said, that's a dangerous
What
thing.
is this? I bought this morning.
It has probiotics. It's like for your stomach.
I am not well.
Yeah. And if you drank last night, it's even worse. Go.
Yeah. Can I just say I respect you so much
Me too.
for coming through with this.
Oh my
I
God.
simply.
Me and Kyle are the most sensitive to hangovers.
Yeah.
No, it was this.
Yeah. It has probiotics in it.
2469.
2469.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. You should keep it in.
Oh, we're definitely keeping this in. Oh, poor girl.
This is such good content. Because let me tell you this.
It is. Oh, trust me.
By the way,
I zoomed into
Mary.
the J.
This is why
I'm.
I won't cancel any plans. I'm vomiting.
I know.
Mhm.
And I won't cancel.
I know.
I'm gonna take this away from you. Actually,
This is bad.
you, and then you take this water instead.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
'Cause
Okay, so-
you're gonna keep on sipping on it, and
Yes,
you're gonna.
reflexively.
So all that's coming out is just that. And I was fine this morning.
Wow.
What is in that?
It's like crazy probiotics, which like if your stomach, I don't know, sometimes it doesn't hit people the best.
And I love a kombucha.
I
I love you guys. Thank you for being so nice.
I called it. I saw those drinks and I was like, this
What is she
feels
doing?
dangerous.
And it was.
Carbonation, man. No,
I was so chilling. And then this is
I've been
a
there.
crazy episode of a podcast. One second, I don't want to cancel this moment.
Oh God. But are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
All right.
when you left, Kyle was like, we have to take that away from her.
I love you.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry you don't feel good though.
Has there ever been a show that you were like, I'm out, I'm canceling?
Okay, let me
Like performances, I feel like sometimes it's like, oh, things happen, whatever. Like people get sick,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I mean, like starting it and then being like, I am removing myself from this situation.
No, I don't have the
Scandalous
balls for that.
question.
I would never.
Never.
Oh yeah. I mean, but then I don't know. You guys are like, you guys get it. But at some point, you have to take the work.
Yes.
You gotta do it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm imagining you as a 12-year-old, like so.
oh, we're talking.
You gotta take the work. No,
I thought we went to adulthood,
I
but
hear
yeah.
what you're saying. Both apply, but I was
yeah.
like imagining you being like, I gotta.
No, but I was
Listen,
that kid.
I'm in the pit choir, but I need the work.
I was absolutely that kid though. That was
You
like,
were.
listen, I'm not going to turn down the work in the 5th grade.
Fiddler on the Roof
It's
ensemble.
momentum. I need to build it, and you know, I'm a teacup in Beauty and the Beast, and we'll get there.
And let me tell you something, the momentum was built.
The momentum was built.
I'm riding on 25 years of momentum, baby.
No, it's good to hear that you do not cancel on like professional things.
Especially, it's like the 11 p.m. improv show. You're like,
Oh God, I've never had the
really-
constitution for that.
I wish that I could be someone who loves that.
Same.
Because it seems
and I
like
think
a
I
lot
used
of
to.
fun.
Did you ever? I used to
No.
love like late, weird theater kiddie stuff in my 20s, where you're like,
Yeah.
this is basically just theater school again, and I gotta grow out of this. I gotta go home. I gotta go home.
I wish I moved to New York when I first graduated, and I did like that's where I took all of my UCB classes, and I had like an indie team, and we performed all the places you were supposed to perform, and sometimes the shows would be like at 10, and I hated it.
Yeah.
I wish I grew out of it so fast. Like I just hated it. so early, and I hate that. And my improv team like knew how much I hated them. I also hated them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's important.
I hated them.
Yeah.
And it was like a joke. It was a running joke. Like, Mary hates us.
Well, she hates being around us.
Mary hates me. And like we did a tour, like we like were performed and like we did these festivals, whatever. And it would be like, Mary's not staying at the same hotel.
This escalated to the point where you were traveling
You
with
were
this group
I was
and
going to say,
performing,
this
and you
turned into 10
hated
p.m.
them?
shows, and you were traveling now?
We only did like 3 festivals.
But like you hated them so much.
I hated them so much, but it was like all I had. Again,
Oh, right.
you can't turn down work.
You can't.
You simply can't, baby. If they need me in the iOS loft,
Listen.
baby, I'm there.
We performed at this bar like underneath Madison Square Garden that no one knew about.
Ooh.
And it was like one person was watching us or something. And I
But
was
listen,
Oh,
that's
no.
work.
like, that's work. That's work.
That's work. We just put the cigarette out of my fucking...
That's work. Ugh.
I know. We went to like an Orioles game because we were like at a festival in Baltimore, and I like didn't even. I sat with other people I knew from Baltimore, not my improv team. And they were like, "Haha, Mary's not sitting with us."
I'm so curious. Are any of those people still like doing
I'm
that?
I'm 100% sure they're all still out there in indie teams like at 10 p.m.
I love that you openly hated them.
Yeah.
I did, and I'm not like I'm a very like nice, normally like overly nice person, but this particular phase in my life and these particular people,
I'm dying.
hate it.
So funny.
Yeah.
There was a moment where I was totally on board with going to those like late night shows and like being excited and energized and motivated because there was still this kind of structure existing in my brain where I was like, oh, well, then this will lead to like, I was like,
There was a
still
pipeline.
I was still young enough to believe in like,
Yes. You're going to be seen.
I'm gonna be seen
Well,
and
it
also
did
like,
used to happen.
in like merit-based
Doesn't happen
achievements.
anymore. Like 10 years ago.
People were coming to shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like just general merit-based achievement. I was like, I'm
Yes.
going to do these
Yes.
things and I'm going to get
Yes,
better.
I totally.
And people are going to see me be funny. Or I would cancel on things because I was like, oh, I can't, I don't think I'm good enough at this and I can't afford for people to see me not be funny.
Wow.
So that's what kind of pushed me out of like trying to get better at improv, was because I was like, no one knows who I am or cares who I am. But if I show up here and do a shit job, people are going to know that I'm not funny. and
That
they won't invite
really
me
just
back.
affected me. That's so true.
Which is why I got nudged into
no.
sketch, because I was like, I can control the environment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you can control.
I thought of this. Do you feel like immense relief when people cancel plans?
Yes.
Same.
I'm always going to be that way.
Yeah.
I'm always going to go, it feels like you earned time. It's like when you
Same.
return clothes and you feel like you made money.
Yeah.
That day.
Yeah.
100%.
It feels like I got 4 more hours
Yep.
back.
You got your life back.
Yeah.
Do you feel relief in that it frees you up to do something that you also said yes to, or in that you're like, I'm going to do nothing?
Both. A little bit of both. Sometimes I get genuinely relieved because I've overbooked. And then I double booked, which is usually, yeah. And then I'm relieved because now I can do the day.
Yeah.
But I think socially, I'll usually just stay home if they canceled something.
Yeah.
If it's like during the day, I'll try to fill it with some bullshit that I need to get done or whatever.
And I also do this really toxic thing where like if my next week I don't have any plans, even though that sounds incredible. That sounds incredible to go to work and then go home and like watch a TV show. That sounds amazing. I will plan stuff that I know I'm going to want to cancel because I'm like, oh, I feel weird about not having
Oh, that's crazy.
social things for a week.
Yeah.
Am I going to lose touch with everyone I know? Like, am I going to drop off?
We were talking about this right before you got here. We were like, doing this has made us more social in that, like,
'Cause you're talking
it's at
about
the
it.
front of our brains, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I
Canceling.
should be. This week, I met a friend for lunch at 1 p.m. downtown,
Oh my God.
and I went.
Why
You know what? I
downtown?
gotta. I think it was closer to like his place, but I was like, I'm gonna go do this because
Downtown.
I've been talking about canceling plans for 2 months.
And you were like, it's at the top of your brain.
It's at the top of my brain.
Yeah.
I'm hearing everyone's thoughts and feelings and opinions on what it means when someone cancels on you. And I was like, and that's my friend. I don't want to see my friend.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah. Have people started texting you like, haha, Mary, like, listen to the pod. You can't cancel on me anymore?
Oh my God.
no.
I've gotten a few of those.
No.
Yeah. And I know they're like joking, but I'm like,
Damn.
this feels deeper.
Yeah.
Because I cancel all the fucking time.
You do.
I'm such a flake. Yeah. I'm such a flake. And I put my I think I put tiredness over everything.
Oh
if
my
I'm
God.
really
Fatigue
tired,
owns you a little.
Yeah, it does. Like if I'm really tired, then I'm like, I won't be pleasant and I'm not going to do it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think I am the worst type of canceller where I apologize too much.
Yes.
Like the best cancelers, I think, are the ones that are just like, hey, let's reschedule.
100%.
And I'm like, oh my God, girl, I'm trying to make it work. Yeah. give me an hour, and then I just can't just say no.
My bumper fell off my car. I just got a flu shot. I've had friends that give me a full monologue, and I'm like, it's okay. I think you need to handle this. You need to relax. It's fine.
What about sliding into that performance feels harsh, but what about that feels comforting or good to you when you're like, I'm canceling on this thing and I need them to know that
I need them to know that I tried really hard.
Hello, my baby. I feel so bad.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
And I've done that. Don't get me wrong. I have 100% done that. But the older I get, the less I do that for sure. But I've given monologues for sure.
Have you guys ever gone to something and mid canceled? If I was
you showed
in
up
the middle of this and I was like, I gotta go.
Oh yes, I'm way too comfortable with that.
I'll do drinks and that we're planning to go out, and I'll be like, so this is the end of the story.
Same.
It's a short story and it ends.
But my
here.
friends now expect that from me.
Yeah.
They know how sensitive I am to just anything. The temperature's off, I'm out.
Wow.
I have a tummy ache, I'm out.
God, I wish I was like that.
She'll disappear in a plume of smoke.
Yeah.
It's
literally.
really crazy.
Something is a little off, I'm out.
I'm out.
Mariko, it's really magical. I feel like being friends with you has made me more comfortable.
Okay,
boldly
good.
So.
That's so funny. You're inspiring me. I just have to be like, hey, I don't like you people. I'm gonna go sit at the opposite end of this stadium.
It's really. I've never I had a weird lunch with a friend a year or two ago that I hadn't seen in a while, and maybe about 15 minutes into it, I was like, oh, things have taken a turn. Something's up with. It was just catching up on each other's lives and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a friend from high school, but I was like, oh, things are. I gotta get out of here. And the server was taking so long to get to us, to the point where I straight up was like, what? By the time we ordered, I was like, I can get mine to go, please, and I got it to go. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I just got I forget what
you lie. You gotta lie.
I was like, I gotta get out of here because we were supposed to go somewhere else afterwards, and I was like, I gotta go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bold.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in a box. I'm leaving now. Yeah.
I paid for lunch.
Some
I paid for
girlies
lunch.
leave dates.
Yeah.
They're like, I have to go to the bathroom and they leave. I've never done that.
Very
One time, an
delicate
ex-boyfriend
ecosystem.
asked me, he's like, do you ever wake up and feel totally good and healthy? And I was like, fuck off. No.
I was until now. Damn.
Yeah.
Do you ever wake up and say, I feel good today. I'm healthy.
You ever wake up and not feel like your skeleton's about to fall out of your body?
Oh my
I
God.
always do.
That's just me.
That's just how I live.
What does your if you have a day that you cancel and you're like, I have nothing else on the docket. It is Angela Fest 2024.
Yes.
What does that day look
what
like
does
for
that
you?
look like?
Mobile game. Mobile games. I have an issue where, I think this is relatable. Everyone, sometimes I eat in bed.
Are you kidding me? I do everything in bed. I
do.
eat, I do
know,
work,
but
I write
eating in
scripts,
bed? Okay, working in
I take
bed's fine.
calls.
I pee.
I piss in bed.
What type of
eat
food
in
though?
bed.
Are you eating
I don't know,
spaghetti?
I'll snack in bed.
Oh yeah, that's inside, crawled in, or on top of the covers.
On top probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
I've
feels-
eaten a bag of chips inside my
While
bed.
inside the bed.
Yes.
Interesting. Inside the sheets feels a little risky.
If someone else did that in my bed, I would probably murder them, but I'm allowed to because I'm single, I live alone.
You're the president.
Amen.
And then at the end of my salt and vinegar chip experience, I wipe the flakes off.
There you
and
go.
then I go to bed.
That's it. But that's what I'm doing. I'm eating in bed. That's my Angela Fest. I love that.
That is such a good answer.
Yeah.
Eating in fucking bed. I went as far as I got a bed tray.
Like
when I lay.
Like your James, like your James Caan in Misery.
Yes. Or the old people in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes. And it goes
yeah.
like this, and it pops out, and you go.
I love you.
Big bread bowl is full of soup.
Oh,
big ass bread bowl.
And it's hard because I do live in a studio, so like I don't have a ton of places to sit, so I use that as an excuse. But I could sit. I have a little kitchenette table, like I could sit in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But I've eaten pho in bed.
Oh, I've eaten ramen in bed.
Yeah. What's your go-to bed food?
I think ramen. Like a warm,
cozy.
like just anything in a bowl.
Yeah.
Big salad in a bowl.
I love big salad.
Big salad
cereal.
in a huge bowl. Yeah.
Love a late night
bowl.
cereal in bed.
Love that.
Do you like hot soups or like noodle soups on a hot day?
Oh yeah.
Like to crank that AC.
Yeah.
We realized that we both really love like
Crank
hot,
that AC till like
spicy
can't feel
soup.
it.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Call,
Yeah.
get a little
Oh.
On a
soup.
hot
Ooh.
day.
That's also it. Even if it's cold outside, AC's still on. I just like the noise.
Yes.
I have a big like loud one and I
Yes.
like it.
Do you what are your go-to like do you watch shows if
Yeah.
you're not on your mobile games?
I'm a Bravo girly. I'm
Incredible.
like all
So you're watching trash TV.
I'm watching absolute trash.
Okay.
Mostly just menopausal women yelling
Yelling at each other about their
over
business.
and over, and a big bowl, screaming, calm. Yeah.
This is
That's
that's so what I do. I do a lot of murder stuff though too. Like
Oh.
if I really want to relax.
We have
a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I do a doc. Big
doc girl.
blood splatter analyst.
I'm eating like a spicy soup. There's blood everywhere.
Yes.
And I will sometimes play my mobile game.
Done.
Just
Paradise.
not a single
Paradise.
thought or feeling allowed into this impenetrable fortress.
No.
All senses firing off at once.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I saw someone on TikTok being like, I'm allowing myself to have 3 screens today, or like 4. It's like where you have a TV on, your laptop, and your cell phone, or like you have your iPad, like, and you're just disassociating with all the screens on.
Wow.
I get jealous. I wish it didn't look so fucking stupid, but like the VR goggles, you know, like the Oculus. The people who have them and enjoy them seem like they really enjoy them, but I just can't bring I just know.
Could you imagine you're at home like it's crazy.
Oh, no, I'm just going for. My first thought
you
was
and
porn.
tits. I'm at home and I'm like,
But yeah, I don't know. That seems like a really fun. Once the technology really gets there,
Yeah.
I could see myself dropping into something like that.
Yeah.
But it would need to be like it'd have to be a fully immersive thing.
oof.
Yeah.
I'm so like lazy, and I love my bedtime so much that I want to get those like little arms that hold your phone.
And you
can
just
lay
Yeah.
and they go like this.
Yes.
We should get you a hospital bed.
I think that's what I need.
I think you need a hospital bed.
I want a bed. Yeah, I want the beds that go out.
I love you cleaning off the flakes.
Also, something about it being like salt and vinegar flakes too. Like,
It's such an image.
Well, they're extra flaky.
Yeah, extra flaky, and like there's an acidity to it. In
Lots
that,
of
like,
crumbs.
if some crumbs were to stay in there, they would almost kind of like enter the barrier of your skin because it's vinegary.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, not to get too deep with it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Also, I just thought of something. Has someone canceled on you recently at all? In a way that you were like, huh?
And name them. Say their address.
Huh, I would have done this better.
I had a friend just recently. We were like gonna do lunch on Thursday, and I got a text. Girl, Thursday's not working anymore.
What
Give
day
me
was
your
the
other
text?
avails. The plans are in the future.
I kind of love that.
I loved it.
I
Give me
love
your
that.
other avails. I mean, that's how
That's my
we
main.
email professionally.
There
so
you go.
Why not?
He's like, drop the other avails. Thursday's not working.
That's my main issue. If someone cancels on a thing that like
Without follow up.
without follow up or just being like, hey, sorry, and then puts it on me to figure out the next one.
No.
Literally say,
no.
how about this day at this time?
Exactly.
Yes, I'm there.
Well, that's a rule with romantic things too. Like if someone cancels on a date, they have to initiate the second one. Or else if
agree.
they don't, then they're not that into you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has there been anything that either of us have
I
been?
know I'm
through that
trying
we
to
could
give you a
seek advice?
scenario quick that you could like bounce off of. Okay, how would you feel if you had like had your makeup on, you're about to get in an Uber or your car to head, and
That's
they
the
get
worst.
the text. Like your
See,
hair's
if I've
blown
already,
out.
oh no, if I've already set myself up, that really gets me. That'll
Yeah.
be like when you like want to go out.
Yeah.
because that rarely happens for me. But when I do, I gotta do it.
Right. And
Right,
you have
like,
your hair done and your
Yeah.
makeup done and everything.
It's a waste. You put all the product on your face.
So what would you do in that scenario? Would you call someone else
Yeah,
to
I
get
would call
drinks?
someone else, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Hey, I look incredible. We have to meet.
Be like, this concealer is expensive. I don't look that incredible, but I can't take it off.
I
after
look
just put it on.
stunning. If I don't have a martini in my hand in an hour, I will waste it all.
I feel that way often.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, well, or if I'm already out for a thing and like it ended earlier than I thought it would or something.
Yeah.
That's always just like, or sometimes I'll be out at a thing and I feel good and it's like, sometimes I'll leave a place to go somewhere gay just because I feel good. Or I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, there's not enough gay people here to see what I'm doing.
So
tonight.
I gotta go.
So I gotta get to Akbar now.
I've been out with you in so many hetero scenarios where you look really good and you're like, hey, Mary, I'm leaving. I'm going to a gay bar. And I'm like,
Yes.
you do your...
Just go.
Just go.
We're at 10:38. I just want to.
Okay.
I don't want to
cool.
keep you from your
Just because, yeah. I'm
busy day,
so sorry.
girly.
No, it's just the worst.
Please.
No,
I
you're
feel so
good.
bad. I'm like the worst energy right now.
No, not at all.
Just because I keep feeling like I have to vomit.
Well, we won't make you do the obstacle course or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
thanks.
skip
Yeah,
that.
I saw the obstacle course. Okay. Because I probably should go back and vomit again.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Are we allowed to put this in?
Yes.
It's very funny.
You have to put
We'll
it in.
ask you for your counsel
You
when
have
we
to
edit
put it
it,
in.
but like this is
You have
funny.
to put this in. I'm gonna go vomit again.
I have a bucket here if you want.
Oh
Absolutely
no,
not.
no.
Absolutely not.
I love the gritty raw, but I actually think Angela's gonna go vomit, but I think we're
You keep
good.
going.
I think we're good. I
No,
think
we're
we got
good.
everything
we
we'll cut
we
down.
got so much great stuff.
I love you guys so much. I'm
Really.
gonna go.
Go vomit.
Yeah, go
vomit.
and
Please
leave
go.
and go home
I
and
love you
feel
guys
better.
so much.
Yes, please
This was
don't.
the sweetest thing.
Don't feel bad at all. Truly, we're just so happy that you drove.
Bathroom again, and then I'll leave.
Okay.
I love you guys.
I don't even know if you should drink that too.
I know. I'm just taking it out. So
Okay,
I can
good.
Okay.
I love you guys. Stay seated. Love you.
Feel better. I'm so sorry.
This is. You have to keep it in.